What's up, y'all? This is your boy Rob Glow. This is the 14th episode of the Lost Ones podcast. How y'all doing, man? This is Monday afternoon. Just catching y'all what's going on in the last week or two. There's been a lot of stuff to talk about. I don't really have nothing specific this episode. Just going off the dome and just a couple of topics that I want to talk about. Starting with the NBA. Right now, the league is, even though there's been a lot of postpones about all the games that's been happening and going around the country trying to schedule games and know when to postpone and when to play. I can tell y'all my top 5 teams right now in the league. I will have the Los Angeles Lakers, the Brooklyn Nets, the Clippers, the Philadelphia 76ers, and I'm going to give one more time. I guess if you want to throw Milwaukee up there just because they were first last season. But to be honest, Giannis is one of those players that he's already great in his own right, but there's no more improvements that he's been making about. In the last 3 to 4 seasons, Giannis' game hasn't really improved outside of maybe shooting the 3 here and there, but there hasn't really been much of an improvement for him, honestly, because he still can't hit a jumper when you really need him to. He's not really going to beat anyone off the dribble with his handle. His handle is not that great. So, until Giannis make that next step in his game as far as creating space, to get a better handle, beat players off the dribble faster than what he used besides just athleticism, learn how to create shots. Giannis' shot selection and shot creating is not the best. Nowhere near the top, especially for a top 5 player. There's nothing really, no flaws about the Los Angeles Lakers. The bench looks better than last year. You don't really need to lean on LeBron and AD every game. LeBron's playing the less minutes of his career at 31 minutes a game. AD has been trying to get his jumper to work at a certain fruition this season. Like, he's been less dominant in the paint and more trying to get his jumper together, which is a good and a bad to it. Because although I want AD's jumper to get established early in the season, you have to show dominance out the gate, because I don't want that to be a factor into another playoff realm where AD's toughness, his physical toughness, is being questioned, just like it was last season. The Clippers are good. The Clippers have been one of the most underrated teams in the league, but I just don't trust Paul George in the playoff series. I'm going to keep saying it until the general public get this into your heads. I don't trust Paul George in a regular season. In the regular season, I trust him. In the playoff series, under pressure, under adversity, I don't trust Paul George. I never trust Paul George. I don't understand why people in the league has been giving Paul George a lot of passes. Last year he didn't. And it's going to be a continuing factor. But they've been looking good. They need a point guard, but they look good. The Philadelphia 76ers look good, even though Ben Simmons has been looking kind of disappointing this season. But the Philadelphia 76ers look good. Joel Embiid is finally looking like the MVP caliber player that I knew one day he was going to be. He looks like it. He looks like he's finally putting it all together. Seth Curry, he's a Curry. He's going to shoot 42, 43, 44% from 3. Danny Green is a hit and miss. Having another dominant big like Dwight Howard come off the bench for Joel Embiid is kind of good. You need someone like Dwight Howard off your bench. Ben Simmons, he looks the same. Even though I personally think Ben Simmons is one of the best two-way players in the league, it just seems like Ben Simmons' physical toughness isn't there. There's a lot of teams I didn't leave off. Oh, yeah, another team that I feel like is going to make the league, the Utah Jazz. Although I flacked them for giving Rudy Gobert $228 million fucking dollars. Donovan Mitchell is showing y'all he's a top guard in this league. He's shooting the most threes in his career. I'm not like he hasn't been shooting threes before, but Donovan Mitchell either likes to go to the hole, shoot a mid-range, or a three. So now he's becoming the go to the rim slasher and create the three-point. Just rolling up. Barry Dutch. Shout out to Barry Dutchess. Mike Conley looks way better than he did last year. Way better. He looks way better than he did last year. He's more comfortable in the offense. Even though I still give Rudy Gobert flack, he's been one of the best rim protectors in the league. So you gotta give them respect. I don't know how far Utah is gonna go this season, but hopefully they get far enough. But that probably won't happen because, oh yeah, I also think Golden State is going to the playoffs this year. I think that against anyone in the playoff series, Steph Curry is going to be one hard person to beat. Although it's not Klay Thompson there, you still have Draymond Green. James Wiseman is looking like an early Rookie of the Year candidate. He was the #1 pick. Was he the #1 pick? I think James Wiseman was the #2 pick. You're right, Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards went #1. You gotta give players time to grow. You can't just think that these players are just gonna, roll out the bed out of college, out of high school, out the G League, and gonna perform about 30 plus minutes a night, 20-something points a game on good efficiency. These players aren't like LeBron James coming out of high school. Those days are over for the time being. It's going to take these kids time to really grow, expand their games, get their basketball knowledge where it should be, where it needs to be. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, like, comment, subscribe on the video. I've been really appreciating y'all getting these views up. I've been seeing the improvements within the videos, each episode. I thank y'all, ups and downs. 1 second I might be hosting by myself. I had a co-host. Now I'm back doing it myself. But thank y'all for tuning in and listening and really supporting. I appreciate y'all for sure. But we have other combos on this episode. I got a few, couple things to talk about. Why do a lot of our fellow black millionaires, the ones that come from the slums, the ones who come from the bottom, who's worked their way to the top, why they still be involved in street shit? Our rappers, entertainers. Why? Why is that still a thing? Why are niggas still risking their life to still give off the image of they still badass and still in the streets? Why can't you just be a nigga who come from the streets, change your life, you got some money, and now you just doing other things? You putting on for your community and you doing what's necessary to put your community in a better position, by all means. Like, that's all we want to do. But, it's different from when niggas is actually still out here committing crime. And for what? Just like, situation. Why FN Lucci? Man, no, he wasn't a nigga who, allegedly, he was with his niggas and they went to go pull up on his ops in Atlanta. And I guess they shot at his ops. His ops shot back and his mans was in the car. His mans that ended up shooting with him, or one of his mans, ended up getting shot in the head. Wasn't dead yet. From what reports and what people were saying, the dude wasn't dead yet. They end up kicking dude out the car instead of taking him to the emergency room and helping him. They kicked the nigga out the car and left the nigga for dead. Not only did you do something slimy and scum like that to your mans, somebody ended up seeing you pushing them and kicking them out the car. Now, my couple questions is, you know, a lot of street niggas, a lot of these niggas talk this loyalty and niggas staying down and, you know, doing this for your brother, this and that for your niggas on your block. But if a nigga ain't gonna do that, at least take to the hospital after you done was sliding on niggas for your homie, how valuable is the street code? How valuable is a code which niggas hold near and dear to their heart? But it's a lot of flaws in it, man. It's a lot of flaws in it. The street codes and the commandments, a lot of flaws in it. And a lot of these codes and ethics that niggas praise and galvanize over, a lot of y'all don't even really be standing on that. Nah. I really looked at YFN Lucci different. Not that my opinion matters on it. Not that my view of him matters on it, but it's a lot of dudes that's out here like that, man. And that's grimy. It's supposed to be your dog. He out here doing the hit for you. One, you the rapper. You the one who's making illegal bread out your game. Why is you even putting yourself in the position to be in the car? Your niggas doing the drill. Why are you doing that? That's a stupid number one. That was a mistake number one through the whole situation. Why were you even there? Why is your niggas allowing you to even be around this shit? Because if you go down, nigga, we all going down. Not saying Lucci a snitch or nothing, but you the main money maker. You the honcho, nigga. Why are you putting yourself in position to do that? If you got a hit on the ops, if you doing this and that, why can't your homies handle that? Why are you there? Like, I don't know. I think the streets at a young age put in the niggas' minds to peer pressure them and doing shit. You can tell. You can tell it's like that with a lot of niggas. And I ain't gonna fake. It's a lot of dudes who didn't have a choice. Being in the streets is a choice. Forget what somebody ain't gonna tell you, bruh. Being in the streets is a choice. Now, it's rare entities where some people don't have a choice and growing up in the streets is all they had in their life. Now, that happens. I'm not saying that don't. But a lot of the time, from a majority of niggas, being in the streets is a choice. A lot of niggas have choices to be in the streets or not, and they choose it. So, with that being a choice, why don't niggas don't stand on that, on the codes and business? And they want to stand on codes where you want to pull up on a nigga and you got beef. Niggas want to stand on those business, but on some principles and morals and codes of men. Ain't nobody doing that, bruh. Ain't nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. Niggas will kill their family for their hoods. For a group of niggas they been hanging and knowing for some years over family members, blood. Nah, man. And guess what? This shit ain't gonna be no different no time soon, because this shit been going on for last 20, 30 years, man. It's been going on for the last 20, 30 years, man. You got niggas listening to rappers that stand on business and do all these other things, and they don't even be the ones doing it. You putting it off to the youth, to our people, like, and one of my pet peeves about the street shit is a lot of people think that only real niggas is in the streets, and I really find out to be false, man. Stupid at the very most, but false, because I'm a real man in every aspect. I'm not in the streets. I've never been in the streets, never pretended like I was. But sorry, y'all. Yeah. But kick it off to a lot of people, you know, that lifestyle, the fast money, the looks of it is all exciting. That's what people gravitate to. That's what we hear the most. What we watch in our movies. What we, you know, this is the lifestyle. Most of our parents then did this shit. Shit, my OG knew he was out here. Not saying he was no robbing ass nigga or any type of niggas. Niggas is well known from many hoods, not just the Claire, Cliffview, all around. But besides that, being in the streets, niggas still had morals. Niggas still had codes. Niggas still had all these different type of characteristics. Besides being street niggas, they men at the end of the day. A lot of these niggas are still little kids, man, with the little kid mentality. Niggas out here shooting little kids and women, man. That wasn't something niggas was doing, gang banging back in the 80s and the 90s. Probably was, but they made an effort to lead the kids and the women out the beef. Niggas out here shooting up women all the time. Not all the time, but it happens. Little kids be out here getting gunned down. And it's just a mentality, though. It's just a mentality. Because people will look at you, you being a strong-minded, you know, you being yourself, you got your own characteristics and ways about yourself that makes you know. People are like, oh, you ain't on no gang shit, no other shit, you know, I don't want to be around you. You ain't no. And it's like, I gotta risk my freedom. I gotta risk my life just to show other motherfuckers I'm about some shit. Like, nah. I don't have to risk my life just to show you that I'm untestable or can't nobody fuck with me. Like, nah, man. I'ma just let that shit happen when the time comes. But I ain't about to risk my life just to show you I'm about it. Man. It's getting to a point where we just losing human decency, man. We just losing just all type of morals and respect, man. Like the whole posing pose on the ground, it be for show, man. I see a lot of niggas I know posting guns on the gram. I see a lot of niggas I know posting guns on the gram. Like my cousins, some of my people posting. And sometimes I don't be knowing why. I don't know why. Is it you trying to appear to be cool? You trying to look good for the bitches? Because that's a lot of niggas in the streets too. Suppress the women. Women love the shit. They are infatuated by hood street niggas. So that's a lot. That's another reason why a lot of niggas jump in the streets too. Don't let niggas fool y'all. I've seen a lot of niggas turn cool, regular nobodies to full-blown street niggas just for the perks and the glamour of it. I would never sell my soul, my manhood, my character just to be a part of something that, you know, my whole community, especially if you don't really rock with that whole community, so you supposed to say I'm supposed to bang and rep for a hood group of niggas who probably want to do the same for me. I'm supposed to, if I get caught by 12, a group of niggas, I'm supposed to stay solid where other niggas could probably tell on me. I never understood that about the streets, man. It's a lot of downfalls in the streets, and niggas still take that route. I be like, nah. I try to steer my little niggas, my cousins away from it, man. But you know, people make their own decisions. I made my own decision not to take that route. And a lot of people that I'm close to or were close to took that route. A lot of people took that route. I don't blame them. We just got different views on it. And that's cool. All I'm saying from my viewpoint is, just because I'm not no street nigga, I'm a man. I demand that respect because I give that respect to people. So I demand that back. I'm still a man without having to have a group of niggas around me just because they only around me because I'm benefiting, they benefiting off me. You feel me? Or I'm benefiting off them. Nah, that's not genuine. And I see a lot of that. I done seen shit I see. Y'all pretty sure y'all done seen niggas get extorted by hoods and other groups of people and communities, whatever. It seem like they get put on and they look cool being around a gang of niggas. You know, that's weak to me. That's weak to me. That's always been weak to me. I won't sell my respect, my self-respect, just to be a part of something that what is going to benefit me. Nah, not at all. But like I said, people feel different about that. People view the street aspect different from me. So it is what it is. Even with promoting it, you know, you should be seeing it like, damn. And it's promoted through the music, all of it. I'm a hypocrite because I listen to a lot of street music all the time. I know how to switch my shit up though, but I listen to a lot of it. So you hear it, you peep it. I've been hearing this as a little kid, man. It all recycled through time. I need to start having guests on. I need to start, you know, interviewing people and see, you know, get their thought process and have like real topics and discussions and shit. I was on one of my friends' live and they was talking about, you know, how they look at the friendship shit in the perspective of having friends in your early 20s and, you know, you having these fallouts with friends over little things and, you know, whether or not you have genuine friendships or people that's just around for the good times and that can benefit off of you. And to me, honestly, and I want to attest to this, I ain't gonna fake. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I met a lot of solid people in my life. A lot. I done met some cool dudes. I done met some cool females, and I done made friendships. I done made relationships. Throughout the years, good people, and they know who they are because every time I talk to them or see them and say what's up to them, it's always cool shit. You know what I'm saying? So those who know who they are, but I definitely ran into a lot of those. I also ran into a lot of disingenuine people from a young age too. Young age. So my opinion on friendships is very, it can come from both sides. More so on the downside because I look at it in the aspect now of like not really having a lot of friends. Not really. Every person I've been around, being around, I call them family. Or I do have some friends. But like you won't see me hanging with too many people. No, you won't. You won't see me hanging with anybody that's outside the norm or outside of who I am as a person, just to, you know, be around. I've never been that type of person. You feel me? I've never been that dude to just be so desperate just to be around a group of people and be a part of a kick it or some shit. I ain't never been that. I've never been that. I always had a disdain for people who want to be that. You know, I ran into those people too. I ran into leeches. I ran into motherfuckers want to be around you because you provided something, or you know, and you going and my my probably downfall myself, I probably didn't know how to maneuver through that as a young age. I'm thinking people that come around me and want to be around me is genuine people. But sometimes you gotta put your pride and your feelings to the side and really see who really around just because they want to be a part of your journey, and those who just want to be around just for the satisfaction for the moment. So that's something I have to really, and shit, I'm still really going through that. Really still learning that. And taking it personal, I think really a lot of people take everything personal, and I'm one of them. I have to really stop that. I had to stop that at some point too. I used to take a lot of things personal. I'm a personal nigga. I think I put everything on display about me and what I'm here for and what I'm capable of doing, what I'm trying to do. I put that on my sleeve. I put that really on display for anybody to know and to see. So ain't no confusion, none of that. So that's my type of people to be around. People who go display their true intentions here and there. Ain't no confusion, ain't no nothing. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Whew. Yeah. So I'm just talking away, man. But for sure. We on episode 14, about to be on 15. It feel like a lot. It's not really a lot though. I want to continue dropping episodes. I don't give a fuck if I get to 200. I'm with that. Just to show the consistency of how I'm trying to do this and how I'm trying to break out each episode with a different feeling. We're gonna talk about real shit. We've been talking about some real shit since we've been out here, and I appreciate all the feedbacks. To all my niggas, y'all been fucking with the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox X. Everybody that I know personally fuck with PlayStation. Only 2 people I know got Xbox. So I'm looking to upgrade soon. It's not the right time. And my EMT class start on March 5th. I got like 12 more credits until I get my associate's degree, and I'm gonna go get my bachelor's in sports science at CSU or another 4-year college. So that's what my future endeavors and a little stuff. I got a little stuff playing in hand with other businesses I'm trying to tap into, just getting the finances and just getting my time and mind right. Just to, I'm getting older, man. I need to start about thinking about multiple incomes. That's what I've been trying to steal myself, multiple incomes. Coming out of high school, I was only thinking about working, and it took me 2 years to really get out of high school and then start going back to college again. Like, all right, I took 2 years off. Let me get on my grind, get on my shit. There's been some obstacles getting in the way of me getting through school all the way, but now I'm back. I'm trying to get this shit done, And it's all about really being honest with yourself. I had to be honest with myself a few times. Shit, every day. But it's all about that. We're at 29 minutes. I'm trying to make all my episodes longer now. Like, usually episodes be from like 20 to 25, 6 minutes, maybe 27. I want to get to like at least 30 without really feeling like I've been talking for so long. And I think more the fact that I'm making longer episodes and like the minutes is getting longer and they still sounding good and I'm doing what I need to do. Yeah, it's getting there. Like I said, I like to appreciate y'all. I see I'm getting some views on YouTube. Hopefully, when people type in the Lost Ones podcast, it'll be the first one at the top of the search bar. And more views, like, subscribe, and comment, do whatever. I'm about to start putting my descriptions and shit so y'all can find my Instagram. And I don't know how to do the tab bar, like to see previous videos and start tagging the videos. And everything in that. That's why I feel like I want to be like a personal engineer to like engineer my videos and my sound. And but that's something I want to do for myself too. Before I even get into that, so I can, if I want to do that with somebody, yeah, next level. That's what I'm talking about. We trying to take it to the next level, man. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stop announcing each episode title. I want y'all to see like the mystique and the cleverness of the podcast, and stop announcing episodes to y'all and just drop everything naturally. That's what we taking it. Every episode gonna start at 30 minutes, then longer. So we have a 30-minute mark now. Shout out to Raw 2 Real, 360 Reese. You already know, go follow my guy and cop the merch. I ain't wearing it today. I had all my shit to wash. Yeah, man. But I'm about to go ahead and get on out of here for today's episode. I'd like to appreciate everybody that's been tuning in, following the page, listening, subscribing, and everything. I appreciate y'all. Till the next time we meet. My Instagram, RobGlow, 3_. Twitter, Rob127_. The Lost Ones Podcast. Instagram, The Lost Ones Podcast _. You already know what it is. This is your boy Rob Glow. See y'all.